Okay. So I read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea and I rated it an A minus. It was super good. Um, so it's basically about a guy who gets shipwrecked and ends up like swimming around for a long time, and then he ends up landing on top of a submarine that comes to the surface. And then he becomes like he decides to live in the submarine or is taken captive. And the submarine is like basically like ran on battery power. I actually looked up if it was possible and it is not, but but the story is really good because it like they go out into like the sea and do like voyages and go hunting, and then they go to Antarctica, and the descriptions are like super good, and there's no like excessive filler like Moby Dick. Like that just went on and on, but this was really good. And then Captain Nemo like doesn't like people. He has a library and he lives in a submarine, so he doesn't have to hang out with people. So I was really connected with him. But yeah, it was really good, and it's not very long either. So it's a pretty quick read.
Had you heard of this before The Nightingale? Or not The Nightingale, All the Light We Cannot See? That's where this one was mentioned, right?
I don't know. Was it? It
I
could
thought
have
it was
been.
mentioned in All the Light We Cannot See. I feel like she reads the Braille version of this. And we're
Oh
like, we should
yeah,
read
yeah.
that for our like to see what it's
Yeah,
all
you're
about.
right.
That was the first I'd ever heard about the book though. So I didn't know, is this like a classic book or well known?
It is a classic. It's on that poster that we have.
That you bought.
I should have known that. I'm embarrassed.
I can't remember which I heard of it first though, but yeah.
So
And I
is
watched
this
the movie. The
related?
movie was pretty good.
Is this related to Moby Dick or are these two separate books?
I mean, they're both seafaring books, but Moby Dick was blah. Do not recommend. I mean, it was also on a ship, and this was a submarine, but yeah.
For some reason, I thought they were like, I think that I get them confused a lot. I haven't read either, but I think I get the ideas of them confused. But
So are there
Yeah.
more people on the ship or is it just because you said that Captain Nemo lives on the submarine because he like wants to be by himself? Like is it only him on there?
No, he has like a crew, and they're all like friends from, they used to run a ship. And you kind of find out how they all became together. But yeah, this guy and two of his friends like they fall off a ship. There's like a like battle and they fall off. So they're like swimming for a long time and they land on the ship. They actually think it's like a whale, and then it's a submarine. And then one of his friends is like super sarcastic and is always trying to escape. So it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of funny.
How long
what
is
like
it? What'd you ask, Liz?
How long?
what time period is it?
Oh.
Oh God, I don't even know. Like olden times,
Okay,
like they don't have like cars and stuff.
got it. Okay, that helps.
How long is the book?
Um,
Does it have old person language?
no.
Like, could I read this
It,
and not be confused?
Can I read this without sparking
yes,
it?
it's 300 pages or
Oh,
296.
That's not bad.
I mean, they do have like some weird words, but they have it at the bottom, like what it is, but not that many where you're like, what am I even reading?
oh my gosh, I think I'll read this one. It
It's
sounds
really good.
whimsical and kind of like it just going on a fun adventure.
Well, and they like describe like what's under the sea, and that was really cool. Like, because they go in like I don't know if you see they put the
Mhm.
suits on and they go like walking around and exploring and stuff. And they find Atlantis. Um, that's kind of cool.
Cool. Did you cry?
No, I did not cry.
My new question for all book reviews. Did you cry? Did the dog die? Did any pets die?
No,
Because
there
there
are
are
no
red
pets.
flags.
Okay, good.
No pets
All
on the
right.
submarine.
All right.
I feel like you could have a
But yeah.
cat in there.
I would bring my
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Your dogs would probably love that, Liz. They would bark. They go to each like porthole window and just bark at the fish that they're going by all day
Yeah,
long.
and they have like portholes under so you can like see out into the ocean
Oh, that's
when they're like
cool.
under.
So
Yeah, it
that's
was
not like
really
I like
good.
the idea of it. It sounds cool, but I would never go on a submarine ever.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
think
guys?
that would be freaky, like being that far under the water. And
I couldn't do it.
but yeah, I mean, he has a library he just hangs out in, collects things. I don't know.
Like the thought of being underwater though creeps me out. Like I don't like that. But the library
Have
thing
you
would
ever
almost make it worth it.
And being
have you
away from
ever like have you ever toured a submarine? They're kind of like they're so like small, like I don't know, that would be kind of freaky.
I don't like
getting
that.
claustrophobic.
No.
Yeah.
See, I'd read about it. I would not do it. Brian and I talked about this the other day, actually, that I think that like going on a spaceship, like going to outer space or what the astronauts do, kind of like the same thing as being in a submarine. And that also creeps me
Yeah.
out. And I would never go to outer space.
I would much rather go to outer space than go on a submarine.
No, I would not
No.
ever.
For sure.
No,
I mean, if you had to pick one though, which one would you pick?
I would pick neither.
You
Neither.
can't pick neither.
I
You
would
have
not.
to pick one.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Submarine.
I just give up.
Oh my gosh. You would just opt for death.
Yeah, because both of those are basically death anyway.
Let's not take a chance on one. Let's just pick either.
It'd be a lot less stressful death, I feel like, whatever they picked out, rather than a spaceship or a submarine.
Valid, I guess. To each their own, Elizabeth.
Yeah, stressing me out.
Well, cool.